I don't want to close the subject on too dark. I think we should refocus on what I just like you said at the beginning of this podcast. Everything has an upside and a downside, and you can focus on whatever. And I think this is an active game. We're on a journey, and we still have a lot of influence in what direction it's going to go. I'll give another use case example. I recently heard of an AI solution that was being used by the Canadian import and export authorities, the toll authorities that have to, on a daily basis, look at thousands of packages where there's a poor guy who's sitting in front of a screen with an infrared screen and he's going cross-eyed by looking at stupid packages, right? They said what they've done is, a classical example in the production, they added an AI to the system that's a learning system, right? That based on parameters that are given to you can identify whether it's heroin or other smuggled goods or counterfeit watches or whatever it might be, right? And it can do it much more rapid and it doesn't get tired. And every time the people who are illegally transporting things by post change their strategy because they figure out a new way to do it, it has a learning instrument. And this is an example for me where it says, you know what? There's so much work out there that we don't want to do in the first place, and we're not doing. I think that's the potential. I think that's the highlight of what AI can do. Possible. And if we can create a culture where we can coexist and we're just like internet, email, smartphones have revolutionized our world. I think AI has exactly that same potential. I think, are there some risks that we need to look at and manage along the way? Yes.
I think the risks, the real risks relative to AI lie elsewhere.
Yeah.
Right. So they lie on, do we actually know what the hell it's doing? Yeah. What is it going to do once we have AGI? Yeah. They don't lie on the social interaction with it. That's challenges. Yeah. And many of them will be very painful.
And AGI, I think, is level 4 or level 5, or?
In my maturity model, it's not even in there.
It's even above that?
It's not in there.
Yeah. So we've got a long way before we can have to worry about that.
Absolutely. At least that's the take at my level. Okay. Professional using the tools. Will it create social impact? For sure. Yeah.
What I like to ask, maybe this is also a change of the times, what I like to ask towards the end of my podcasts, I'm not sure whether you can answer this question, at least so that it lasts over time. I like to ask my guests, are there any books or seminars that they would recommend that could help anybody who's interested in our topic to deep dive? Have you got any?
Sure.
I'm all ears.
Change-related books, change management-related books. Kotter is a personal favorite of mine. Okay. So even good old classics like Leading Change.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. That's
yeah. Okay.
Personally,
AI wise, is there a big, or is it just changing too rapidly?
I think currently, so now you've learned what the difference between whatever AI and machine learning and generative AI are. Okay, fine. Yeah. You can read that. But I mean, you open Wikipedia. Fine. Yeah. But AI, what I would recommend is start using it. Yeah. Start using it at whatever level you are. Start using it. Right?
At your company, Swiss Management Training. Do you offer training in AI?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that would be one. See,
Thank you. Very good. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
If since we're not going to be able to give you anything physical to buy over Amazon, but that's a different interpersonal. Reach out to Max.
Yeah. So we do, and especially at this very hands-on level. Right?
Yeah.
So absolutely. Okay. Yes.